Pittsburgh Courier has been around since 1910 as a newspaper, and we're proud of the legacy, the history, and all that it has accomplished in those many years. We've recognized people who are doing things throughout the community, both socially, politically, and in the entertainment world, and now we're looking at all the women of excellence. We're at a time in our history when women are doing unprecedented things. It's incredible when you look back over the history of accomplishment where people were denied opportunities. And today, women are doing all kinds of outstanding things in every field. I'm so honored to be able to lift them up and showcase them before a wide audience watching tonight.
I know some of you were expecting Popeyes for dinner, but we don't do it that way at the Courier, okay? This is a high-class operation. I want to bring forward now one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. She is the sales director of the new Pittsburgh Courier. Ashley Johnson, would you please come to the stage?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Moore. Good evening. As it was mentioned, I'm Ashley Johnson, the sales director for the new Pittsburgh Courier. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to thank each of you for attending our 2021 Women of Excellence Awards. We at the new Pittsburgh Courier appreciate your continued support. Recently, I came across a quote that I think speaks volumes to the true essence of what tonight's award symbolizes and the character of the women receiving it. The quote states, "Excellence is never an accident. It is the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, skillful execution, and the vision to see obstacles as opportunities." Over the past couple weeks, I've had the pleasure of working with our honorees, and let me tell you, these are some amazing women. Give them a hand, yes. While the women being honored tonight may come from various professional backgrounds, they all have something in common. They are dedicated women who are passionate about making a positive impact. I encourage you to take time to read about each of them in our special insert that has been provided. Now, I would like to take a moment to also recognize our sponsors. It is their generosity that has helped make this evening possible. As I call your name, please stand or give a wave. Our presenting sponsor is Duquesne Light. Our award sponsors are UPMC and Highmark. Our benefactor sponsors are New Voices for Reproductive Justice, Joy Edmonds Realtor, and All Purpose Cleaning Services Incorporated. And our patron sponsors are Beacon Communities, LLC, the Center for Urban Biblical Ministry, Carlow University, Vision Enterprises Jason Project, and the National Council of Negro Women. To our sponsors, we say thank you for not only supporting our event, but for supporting our honorees as well. Additionally, in the center of your tables, you will find subscription cards. As a gift for attending tonight's dinner, you will receive a free 3-month subscription to the new Pittsburgh Courier. I encourage you to fill them out. Once you have, place it in the center of your tables, and someone will be around later to collect them. And if you already have a subscription, fill it out for a friend, a neighbor, or even a colleague who doesn't have one. And lastly, I encourage you to share tonight's fun on social media. You can post, tweet, or snap about tonight's evening with the hashtag new PGH Courier WOE 2021. Now I would like to invite Tracy Jackson of the Director Contact Center for Duquesne Light to come up and say a few words. Again, I thank you to our sponsors. I thank you all for attending, and congratulations to our honorees.
Thank you. I'm Tracy Jackson. On behalf of Duquesne Light, I'd like to say that we are very pleased to be the presenting sponsor of the new Pittsburgh Courier's Women of Excellence Awards. A lot has changed since the last time we were able to gather together, but the strength of the women in our community has remained constant. Hearing about each honoree and the work that we are recognizing them for tonight speaks to the incredible, successful women who drive our area forward. For more than a year, DLC has partnered with the new Pittsburgh Courier to raise awareness of Black-owned businesses in the Pittsburgh region through the Small Business Spotlight series. We believe that businesses help power the communities where we live and work. By investing in these businesses, we secure long-term growth for our entire region. Pittsburgh is a vibrant community, and tonight we celebrate the best and the brightest among us. Congratulations to each honoree. We cannot wait to see how you will continue to inspire us moving forward. Thank you.
Now, Ashley told you about those cards, and I really hope you will fill them out. And I hope you will renew your subscription. Did anybody see the Courier today? Mine comes to my house. I subscribe, and you should too. We need to support the Courier. Do you hear me? Did you see the headline? Is anybody else carrying a headline about the good Right Reverend J. Van Alfred Winsett and his passing? Nobody's doing it but the Courier, okay? You be lucky. He'll be lucky if he gets in a mention in the obituaries in the Post-Gazette. And speaking of the Post-Gazette, even if I do get in trouble with him, I'm fortunate enough to be sitting here with Ed Gainey, the mayor-elect. He told me, no, come on, you can applaud for him later. He told me CNN and other networks were calling him to be on when he won the primary, and he ran out and got that copy of the Courier with his name Gainey Wins on it, and he put it right in the background so everybody could see it. And somebody from the Post-Gazette said, "Where's the Post-Gazette? Where's the headline?" Okay? We need to support our own institutions like the Courier. In my work at KDKA, I often tell people all the time, especially when we're talking about some of the issues that Ed was just talking about here with Hiram at the table and the things that happen in our neighborhood. They say, nobody cares. Y'all talk about Black Lives Matter, but you don't care. Look how many your kids are killing one another. I said, read the Courier. Read the Courier. You'll see how many people care because they cover these issues like nobody else. So fill out those cards, okay? And when it runs out, renew. You don't have to go to the newsstand. Mine comes every Thursday. Get your copy of the Courier, please. All right, I'm getting off the soapbox now. Recently, Rod Doss mentioned to me that a historic edition of the New Pittsburgh Courier with the headline that I just mentioned, Gainey Wins, sold out at newsstands. Yes, history is being made right here in Pittsburgh. And we are hoping that under Mayor-elect Gainey's leadership, that Pittsburgh will truly become America's most livable city for all of its citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Mayor-elect Big Ed Gainey.
First, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate that. Before I say anything, first and foremost, I just want to give honor to God. Because I realize it's not my will, it's His, and I couldn't be here without Him. That's first and foremost. So I appreciate y'all giving me the honor, but the glory go to God, not me. That's first and foremost. Secondly, I also want to recognize my woman of excellence, my wife, Michelle Gainey. I tell people it's not, I know the saying is that behind every good man is a great woman, but for me, behind every good man is, on beside of a good man is a great woman, because I recognize without her being by my side, I couldn't be here. So before I go any further, I just want to say thank you. I want to recognize Rod Dawson, the Courier. I agree with you. Anybody that tell your story, invest in it. Because the investment in our story is a return on our investment, that we become more than just a minority, but we become mainstream America. And if we're going to become mainstream America, it's because we invest in one another. So don't look at the Courier as just a token newspaper. Look at it as our story. Invest in our story. Take it to your job. Tell them to read our story, because in that you help to create the education most may not have got in school, but because you brought the Courier there, they can be educated on how Black Pittsburgh really operates, not in death, but in life. And I want to congratulate every woman here of excellence. You are the backbone of our community. Without you, the black community would not stand. That's the truth. You've held it down for so long, for so many generations. It's because of you I get a chance to stay here. It's your chance that I get to stand here. From a single mom of a teenage to a state representative, I couldn't do it without the movement of black women. I am so grateful for what you contribute to the lives of our young people. You are the reason why we are here today. And I want every woman stand up. Every woman stand up. Every woman stand up. Yeah, look at this. Get this picture. Get this picture. Every woman stand up. Get this picture. Get this picture right here. Because as I go back to my seat, I want to say thank you. Dear mamas, it's because of you we stand. God bless you.
Reverend Gainey will be preaching this Sunday at Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. And I will be head deacon in charge of fundraising and take up the collection. Oh, we so proud of you, young man, I swear. We are so proud of you, we don't know what to do with this community. Thank you, Mayor-elect, and I'm really looking forward, Ed, to calling you Mr. Mayor, Your Honor, real soon. Okay, January? All right, January 3rd, all right. Where's the inauguration going to be? Can we all get in the soldiers and sailors? Shoot, we might have to have it at PPG Arena or somewhere. Now we have a special guest who's traveled a long way, all the way from Detroit, Michigan, to be with us tonight. He is the president and CEO of Real Times Media, the parent company of the New Pittsburgh Courier, as well as the Michigan Chronicle, the Chicago Defender, the Atlanta Daily World, Atlanta Tribune, and Who's Who in Black America. Please welcome Mr. Hiram Jackson.
Thank you. Hey, Pittsburgh. First of all, I want to say somebody getting fired in the morning, because I don't know how they put me behind this brother. New mayor, Mayor Gainey, fire and brimstone. You sound like a Southern Baptist pastor, brother. But we've been looking at you from around the country, and we love you, we appreciate you, and we support you. So thank you, and we got your back. I'm so happy to be in Pittsburgh tonight. We outside, y'all. I'm just happy. This is our first event since March of 2020. Let me tell you about Real Times Media, if you don't already know, the parent company that owns the New Pittsburgh Courier. As he said, we own the Chicago Defender, the Atlanta Tribune, the Atlanta Daily World, the Michigan Chronicle. We operate in 17 cities around the country. If you're in Charlotte, you know us as the Who's Who in Black Charlotte. If you're in Houston, you know us as Who's Who in Black Houston. And, you know, I have the best job in the world. I wake up every day with the sole mission of telling amazing stories about black people. That's my job, y'all. We search the country and we tell amazing stories about our culture. In 1905, the Chicago Defender started. And for 30 years, it talked about the migration of black people from the South to the North. In 1910, the magnificent Pittsburgh Courier was founded. And for 50 years, it served 31 communities around the country. It turned black people from Republicans to Democrats. Jackie Robinson signed his contract in the offices of the Pittsburgh Courier. And for the first 3 years of Jackie Robinson's career, a Pittsburgh Courier reporter followed him. The Michigan Chronicle told the story about the labor movement in Motown sounds, and the Atlanta Daily World followed the Jim Crow South. So Real Times, we are super proud about representing you and telling the stories about black people. Not what you see on the 6 o'clock news. That's not us. In fact, I wish they were here tonight. They would see lawyers and community leaders and working class people. We get up every day. We work hard. We play by the rules. We do everything that our community asks us to do. And sometimes, even then, we don't get recognized. And that's why we created Women of Excellence, Men of Excellence, Fab 40. Because if we don't tell our story, who will? Who will? These 50 women that are being honored tonight, have you seen this class? Amazing. Please stand up and give them a round of applause. Please stand up and give them a round of applause. These are CEOs. These are community leaders. They are worthy of our praise. They are worthy of our praise. They are worthy of our praise. And so let me say a couple of things before I take my seat. Number one, I want you to pay close attention to the sponsors of this event. I believe that companies sponsor things that they believe in. I believe that companies put their money in the things that they fully support. So when a company supports black excellence, I think we should pay attention to that. And so look at the sponsors tonight. DLC is our top sponsor. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. I also want to thank the Pittsburgh Courier staff that's here tonight. Mr. Rod Doss, Ashley Johnson, Warren King, Allison Palm, Mr. Rob Taylor, and Mr. Stephen Broadus. Thank you. Thank you, Pittsburgh, and let me say thank you, Mr. Incoming Mayor and his beautiful wife, Michelle. You guys have been gracious to us tonight. I remember getting the Pittsburgh Courier in my office when the Pittsburgh Courier endorsed you, and then the edition when it said Gainey wins. And let me tell you, when you control your press, that's what you can do. That's what you can do. You can support your people, and you can support your agenda. There are a million stories in here tonight, y'all. The Pittsburgh Courier is ready to tell them all. Please support the Pittsburgh Courier and all of the Real Times Media properties. Thank you so much, and thank you, women, for being excellent. Good night.
Thank you, Hiram. We appreciate it. I noticed you all got who's who in Black America, and I haven't made the issue yet. So, Chris Moore, okay? Pittsburgh, all right? You got me? Okay. Please remember my name. We are going to move forward right now and ask someone else to come to the podium right now. To continue the program, I'd like to ask County Councilman DeWitt Watson to come to the stage. He has an Allegheny County proclamation that will be presented to all the honorees this evening, and DeWitt is too big for me to make any jokes about, because he might wear me out up here, so I won't make any jokes about him. Councilman DeWitt Walton with a proclamation for all of our awardees.
Thanks, Chris. It's Walton, not Walton. And so we'll forgive you. Nah, okay. Thank you. No, it's really a privilege for me to be here tonight, to be in the presence of such a huge number of women who provide inspiration, hope, and leadership every day. So, and I also have to take a special moment to recognize my colleague, Councilwoman Olivia Bennett from District 13. So, with that being said, whereas the new Pittsburgh Courier Women of Excellence Awards celebrates local African American women who inspire others through their vision and leadership, exceptional achievements, and participation in community service, and whereas the 2021 Women of Excellence are women who exemplify extraordinary stature, poise, and grace. These women do it all while maintaining the delicate balance of filling the roles of helpmate, mother, teacher, and professional. And whereas the 2021 Women of Excellence are honorees, are champions of economic empowerment and diversity, backbone of religious and educational organizations, and driving forces in politics and community service who are entering the exclusive society of those leaders who have previously received the distinction of Women of Excellence. So, whereas the Council recognizes the 2021 Women of Excellence honorees for their dedication to serving the community, they serve as an inspiration to the members of this Council and to all of the residents of Allegheny County. Now therefore be it resolved that I, DeWitt Walton, and all members of Council do hereby commend and recognize the 2021 Women of Excellence honorees. Congratulations, ladies. Continue doing what you're doing. I will stand at the base, and when the recipients receive their awards, we will hand them a stand here? Okay. Well, amen. Okay. All right. And we'll issue your proclamations individually, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Councilman. Now let's hear from the Courier's editor and publisher, Mr. Rod Doss, who's still giving directions over here. But as soon as he is the boss, as soon as he gets up here, we will hear remarks from him. Mr. Rod Doss, don't take your seat, Rod. It's your turn. All right, here he comes.
Well, good evening, everyone. What a lovely looking group tonight. Wow. As I look out, you know, one of the concerns we had was how many people would turn out during this, quote, pandemic. Look at you. You turned out, and I'm so glad to see all of you supporting our outstanding Women of Excellence tonight. Give yourselves a hand. Well, welcome to a history-making evening. It's not every day we can bring on stage our own Mayor-elect Gainey to help celebrate the women we honor today. Yeah, I'm thrilled with that. We have been honoring Pittsburgh's distinguished Women of Excellence since 2008. The listings of all of our honorees, our previous honorees, are listed in the special section on your today's seat, located at your seat. And what an honor it has been to showcase these women. As many of you know, our readers, along with our previous honorees, submitted nominations of women who met the established criteria. So that's how it's done. You know, I don't select anybody. Everybody is nominated, because that way we get a chance to uncover the undiscovered. And there you go. Thank you to our readers and, of course, our previous honorees. And we continue to be pleased with the extensive list of submissions that serve as a testament to the outstanding array of luminous and gifted personalities throughout our area. And you will meet them shortly. But first, let me take a minute and thank our special guests who have brought greetings to you. Reverend Marie Walker, our presenting sponsor from Duquesne Light, Tracy Jackson, our Mayor-elect Ed Gainey, County Councilman DeWitt Walton, my boss, Hiram Jackson, and our new sales director, Ashley Johnson. Now, Ashley has worked closely with all of our honorees in preparation for tonight. And this night's event would not be possible without the faithful help and excellence of the Real Times media and the New Pittsburgh Courier staff. So thank you to each and every one of you. This is a great evening. Thank you for your help on that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is now time to present the new Pittsburgh Courier's Women of Excellence, the class of 2021. This one here, okay.
All right, well, there is a little further ado. And I'm the chief ado maker, okay? Some of you may have missed another headline in the Courier written by my son, Rob Taylor, from a previous relationship. And it had to do with Reverend Grayson, who's got his swag on. I want that jacket, brother. Sisters must be dropping some 50s in the collection plate. First Lady, you keeping up with the collections in there? Okay, she's shaking her head. I'm sorry. And it had to do, it was a scoop. Where Reverend Grayson announced he's going to run for the 24th Legislative District, right? All right, get your running shoes on, brother, because I got a scoop on my new series, More Talk, that's coming out soon that we just recorded today, and I'm not at liberty to say it. So you're going to have to check me out on Chris Moore on the Facebook page, at Chris Moore, and check it out when we run it. But we just recorded an interview today, and you're going to have some competition. I want you to know, so y'all get your running shoes on, all right? You want the scoop on that, you have to check me out, all right? Speaking of Rob, you know, there are a lot of people, young people in here tonight that I call my children. They are not my children. They have mothers, and well, the DNA test ain't in yet, okay? Some of them are, all right? But my wife is here, so don't, okay. At any rate, I'm sorry. Can't help myself when I see a camera. I like for all my children to stand up. People who graduated from the Pittsburgh Black Media Federation workshop, any of the Kalia cows, look at that. I'm so proud of you. Rob, look at Apollo, look at it. All these young people are out in this industry now doing great work. It proves if we show our young people a better way, they will listen to you if they respect you, and they will follow in the footsteps. All you got to do is show them a better way, and I'm really proud of all of you. Thank you for doing that, okay? Now, what we want you to do now, all of the honorees, we want you to go to the left of the stage and line up in the alphabetical order. Ashley will help you because we know some of you don't know your ABCs. I'm just teasing. If I see somebody get out of line, I'm going to talk about you, okay? But would all the awardees come over here and line up in alphabetical order? Ashley will help you. All right, here we go. Get your cameras ready. Our first awardee is Dr. Amy Alexander, counselor at Penn Hill Senior High. Remember to stop and take your photo. And in a later edition of the Courier, all of you will be honored and mentioned there. Our next awardee is Dr. Tamara Allen Thomas, Principal and Chief Academic Officer, Penn Hill's Charter School of Entrepreneurship. Congratulations. Olivia Bennett, Community Organizer, Council Member, Allegheny County. Christine Bethea, President, Women of Visions Incorporated, Creative Strategist at ULEadix. Next is Kenya Boswell, Senior Vice President of Community Affairs at Highmark Health. I got my vaccines at Highmark.
Say it again.
I got my vaccines at Highmark. And my booster too. Y'all did a great job. Next is Danielle N. Brown, Executive Director of the Marquise Jalen Brown Foundation. Dr. Elizabeth A. Carter, Director of Market Segment Finance, Highmark Incorporated. Oh, smile, yeah, smile, all the cameras. Hey, stop horning in on the official photographers over there. Next is Leslie Carter, Vice President, Enablement and Automation Solutions, Highmark Health. And here's a young lady I grew up watching on television, Chandy Chapman, a reporter for WTAE TV. We see her standing in front of fires all the time, reporting on them. So come on, you know how to pose for the camera, girl. You saw she put that 1 foot forward. She must have been in the Miss Black Teen pageant. Wearing her cap, confidence, awareness, and pride. Dr. Lisa Coffey, Director of Administration. That's the all-purpose cleaning service crew you heard out there. Dana Delgado, owner of Dana Delgado Photography. All right, Dana, it's your turn to take the get the picture taken now, okay? Look at her. All right. Joy Edmonds, Realtor, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, the preferred realty. Tanya Edmonds, Senior Product Manager, MongoDB, Adjunct Professor at the University of Pittsburgh. What is it? She's not here. All right, that means Lawana Fuller. Is that you? All right. Director of Women's Imaging and Chair of Diversity and Inclusion Initiatives at UPMC McGee Women's Hospital. Corrine Gibson, Director of Diversity, Equity and Inclusion and Community Engagement, Phipps Conservatory and Botanical Gardens. Don't get the boot. Who did you kick?
One of your kids.
One of my kids. Next is Pamela Golden, Executive Director, Pittsburgh Child Guidance Foundation. Pamela and I go way back. Way back. How far back we go, Pam? Way back. Way back. Mm-hmm. Dr. Terry Griffin, President, League of Women Voters of Pennsylvania. Yay!
Give it a minute. Yeah.
All right, take your time. All right. Dr. Charlene Hill Coleman, Vice President and Executive Director, United We Stand.
All right, here we are, Charlene. Sorry to be so late. Stand right there and put that photo. Thank you.
Uh-oh, photographer fight. Dr. Laura Hubbard, Professional Counselor for Mount Arid Counseling Center, Mount Arid Baptist Church. Ladies, watch out. There's a crack between the stages here. Don't step in that crack with the heel, please. Tanisha Hunt, Chief Program Officer, Macedonia Faith Center. Reverend Helen Jackson, Executive Director, Center for Urban Biblical Ministry. This next lady got me my first job here in Pittsburgh. Gladys Jelks, Assistant Director and Programming Director of the Pittsburgh Community Television. Gladys! Elaine B. Jenkins, Program Director of Senior Care Coordination, Bethany Community Ministries. Reverend Glaze said hello. Janine Jones, Director of Adoption and Foster Care Services, Track Services for Family. These must be her sisters over here. How did I know? Dorothea Leftwich, Detective, Pittsburgh Bureau of Police. Dorothea, you can put the cuffs on me anytime, okay? Deborah Marshall, retired Clayton City School District Minister, Morning Star Baptist Church.
Got it right?
Rico run out of batteries. No, okay. Dr. Tammy McMillan Marshall, Director of the Power of One program and Assistant Professor, Carlow University. Lois Tony McClendon, co-founder, New Voices for Reproductive Justice. Hey, Tone. What's up, girl? You look good.
I'm going behind.
All right, go right on. Erica McDeal, educator at Westinghouse High School, Pittsburgh Public School. Go Bulldogs!
Whoops, sorry. I got to get out of the photo. Rico, take another. I think it was in the photo.
Belita McIntosh, client analyst for the IT department, Community College of Allegheny County. Y'all cheer for this woman. Barely hold that big old thing. Huh? Next is Muffy Mendoza, Executive Director, Brown Mamas. Hello, Mama. Shatara Murphy, Deputy Director of Community Affairs for the Department of Public Safety, City of Pittsburgh. Congratulations. All the way from the Borough of Homestead, Mary Nesby, councilwoman there, and owner and proprietor of Mary's Little Lambs, LLC. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb. Reverend Carrie Pugh, Associate Minister, Jerusalem Baptist Church. Oops, sorry. That's all right, take your time. You got it? All right, Sharon L. Robinson, co-pastor, Kingdom Come Ministries. Shamaria Sherman, owner, Mimi's Kinder Connection. Javon Singletary, Government and Community Relations, Good Blend. Denise Sinkler, Chairman Emeritus, Clark Atlanta University Alumni Mentor Program. All HBCUs. All HB. I'm a Grambling graduate. I'm with you all the way, Clark Atlanta. Cheryl Smith, Director of Early Learning. Cheryl, you bring your whole family?
Yes,
You did.
I brought my
A whole family.
my whole family.
She said she brought a whole family. She's with the YWCA of Greater Pittsburgh. Reverend Eileen Smith, Executive Director, South Pittsburgh Coalition for Peace, Founder and Director, Minority Emergency Preparedness Task Force. Carol Speaks Haddock, Founder and Executive Director, Ukombozi. Did I say it right? Ukombozi? I've taught you well, grasshopper.
Can I go?
Sure. Jamelia Sykes, Director of Provider Experience and Voice Analytics, Highmark Incorporated. Ngozi D. Tibbs, Founder, Sankofa Childbirth Education and Lactation Services, Founder of Journey Lighter Coaching.
Miss Black Teenage 1987.
Miss Black Teenage 1987. You wearing your cap, I see. Gene Bryant is proud of you. You know that, don't you?
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
I think Rico was Miss Black Teenage 1955. Kaya Tomlin, owner and designer, Kaya Tomlin Fashions. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
That's the wrong day.
Wrong day.
Not today. It's my day.
Okay.
It's her day, right.
Jerry Main Ward, Procurement Manager of Professional Services Contract Administration for the Port Authority of Allegheny County. Do I have to update my senior pass to ride again?
Huh?
Do I have to update my senior pass to ride?
Yes, you do.
They want a picture now, huh? Ernestine Watts Taylor, National Editor, National Alliance of Postal and Federal Employees. Ms. Watts Taylor, the Postmaster General is outside. He says he wants to see you. Something about slowing the mail. You want to see him too? Okay. Our official photographer asked me to remind the honorees not to leave yet, as we have some more pictures, group pictures to take for the edition of the Courier that will come out later. Janice White, Property Manager, Professional, Beacon Communities, LLC. Toraya White, Academic and Career Advisor, Master of Statistical Practice Program, Carnegie Mellon University. Terry Williams, Director of Operations and Innovation, Penn Hills Charter School of Entrepreneurship. Dr. Young. Dr. Bonnie Young. She's not here. All right, we'll give Dr. Bonnie Young, Associate Professor of Social Work, a round of applause. She's not here. Now I have to ask you to settle down for a second and ask all the awardees, please don't leave. We have to take some photographs with you. And the program is not over either.
As we prepare to meet our legacy honoree, one of the words attributable to her is groundbreaking. Throughout the years, our legacy honoree has made history with her groundbreaking exclusive interviews that have included Nelson Mandela, Rosa Parks, James Baldwin, Maya Angelou, Toni Morrison, Oprah Winfrey, and the controversial minister Louis Farrakhan. A local fixture in Pittsburgh media, she made history in January 2019 when she became the first full-time African American to host a daily talk show on KDKA Radio, the nation's first radio station. She began her broadcast career as the producer of The Roy Fox Show on KDKA Radio in 1976. A year later, she moved to KDKA TV, where she held a wide variety of positions, including field producer for Evening Magazine and producer of a variety of other public affairs programs, including Weekend Magazine Vibrations and the station's annual Children's Hospital Telethon. In 1989, she moved to the KDKA TV News Department as a general assignment reporter. Now, in addition to covering the news of the day, she was the face of KDKA TV's Waiting Child segment for more than 15 years. In November 2021, she retired from spending her time in front of the camera and holding a microphone, but not full time. You will still see an occasional sighting of her or hear her voice because her mission of telling stories lives on. And now I direct your attention to the screens for a video presentation of this evening's legacy honoree, Lynne Hayes-Freeland.
Welcome to the Lynne Hayes-Freeland Show, a weekly look at the hometown issues important to you.
Good evening and welcome to a very special edition of Vibrations. I am Lynne Hayes-Freeland.
There's no woman in Pittsburgh who is more deserving, I believe, of the title Woman of Excellence than my former colleague at KDKA, Lynne Hayes-Freeland. You look at her career from early days in radio at WDUQ, and then in the production staff at Evening Magazine, and then producing Vibrations, and becoming the host of the Lynne Hayes-Freeland Show, then doing news on television, then going back to radio, hosting KDKA radio show. She is exemplary of someone who brings diversity to the conversation in Pittsburgh.
This is News Radio, KDKA.
You're listening to the voice of Pittsburgh, KDKA Radio. I am Lynne Hayes-Freeland, and this is that 3-hour block that we call every day the Lynne Hayes-Freeland Show. So, Tuesday, this city made history.
Her place in history, in television and radio for that matter, because Lynne is the first full-time black female talk show host on KDKA Radio. So that in itself speaks volumes. And not only that, it couldn't have happened to a better person. When she was on the air, you knew you were getting top-notch information. And it was something that she thoroughly investigated before she opened that microphone to let people know the story that she delivered. It is fair and it is balanced.
We're talking voting this morning, and I want to know, are you inclined to get out to the polls, more inclined to get out to the polls this year than you've ever been? Give me a call. Also, if there's something that you definitely want to talk about, we can fit that in as well.
Most of us who work in the industry, you want someone to look like you, so you're able to progress and do some of the things that are often challenging working in the media. So having that opportunity was like we hit it out the ballpark every opportunity that we had. From day one, I told Lynne, I trust you, you trust me, and we're gonna make this work. And that's exactly what we did.
The great thing about Lynne is that she gives herself to a lot of people. She gives herself to people and to the community and to the organizations and interests that she feels to support. I really don't think that she's realized the impact that she's made on television and media in Pittsburgh and just period. And that's one of the things that makes her great. She doesn't walk around like that, but she absolutely is and has made a tremendous impact.
You look at those old interviews of her with Nelson Mandela and Louis Farrakhan and Rosa Parks. She's broadening the horizons of the viewers of Pittsburgh. And with her absence from local daily media, that diversity is diminished.
There are people who I've heard tell her, you're the reason I watched KDKA. So that's how her influence is. She's made quite an impact on this region.
I'm Lynne Hayes-Freeland, and I'm on Grand Street in downtown Pittsburgh, just outside of the Allegheny County Courthouse.
Lynne, you're an extraordinary woman who leads by example, lives on purpose, and inspires others like myself to be more and to do more. You're a modern day hero, game changer, mover and shaker, and role model. You carried the microphone with courage, confidence, commitment, and integrity. Quoting one of Marvin Sapp's greatest hits, "You saw the best in me." Congratulations on being the 2021 Woman of Excellence Legacy Honoree. You deserve it.
Please welcome Lynne Hayes-Freeland.
This photo first. I will hold this.
So how about after 40-some years, you stand in front of this room and feel nervous? But, I have had an amazing ride in Pittsburgh media. But it's because of all of you, because these are your stories that you have allowed me to tell. These are your experiences, your trials, your tribulations. And I see so many people. I see one of my earliest interns out here, Sarah Francis. You were my intern, 35 years ago, 40 years ago? But that's one of the things that makes Pittsburgh special. It makes it unique. I mean, all of the times that I had to text our future mayor and say, I need you at 12:05 today, and I need you before the other shows get you. And my producer, Tamara Rush, I'll tell you what, so many of you and I have formed this relationship because of my television career, but the last 3 years that I was on the radio, now that's what the book is going to be about. Being on talk radio on an AM station in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's what the book is going to be about. And I tell you what, I couldn't have done it without Tamara Rush Cox. Could not have done it without her. So I want to acknowledge her. There's like so many things that I wanted to say, but it's funny how things kind of come full circle. And the other night I was watching this special on HBO called Black and Missing. And it's about how the stories of black and brown people go missing in America, and the media doesn't cover them. And my takeaway from that documentary was when the organizers of a group called Black and Missing said, if it weren't for the black media, our stories would not be told. So it's great that I've been able to spend 40 plus years on KDKA and get some of our stories told there. But this right here, the Courier, they're the ones who tell our story each and every week. And so I'm hopeful that everybody in this room has a subscription to the Courier. If you don't, you need to get one, because they have the ability to tell stories that you're not going to get on the 6 o'clock news. You're not going to get on the 11 o'clock news. You're not going to hear them half the time on talk radio. But the Courier, those are our folks. So this recognition tonight means more than you can imagine. Thank you, Doss. Thank you for the new Pittsburgh Courier. And yes, I am what they call semi-retired. Semi-retired. I can't walk away altogether. We got more stories to tell. Thank you so much.
I want to say congratulations to all of our honorees tonight, especially Lynne Hayes-Freeland, who is leaving to spend more time with her family, and well-deserved, with her grandkids and her kids. But I want you all to know I'm applying for her job because I want to spend less time with my family. What you laughing about? What you laughing about? I need to keep my wife living in the style she's become accustomed to, so I need that job with that salary that Lynn had. So y'all write management, tell them I'm the perfect person to fill in permanently from noon to 3. Otherwise, thank all of you. I want to Thank the sponsors for tonight, for making tonight's presentations possible. Thank the Rod Doss, and please, Lynn said it, I'll say it too, I said it before, fill out those cards, get your subscription, and then keep your subscription. The Black Press has always been where our stories are told best. So I hope that you all know that. Thank you very much, everybody, and good night. Get home safely.